Okay, so I went on a rant. Maybe this will be a 4-part series of Real Housewives, everything I learned while I was gone. Maybe I'll just do that. So, watch the JK Ultra stuff. Piss me the fuck off. Piss me off. I was like, bro, come on, homie. I'm like, and that's where I have to let go. I have to let go of people's souls' journeys. I'm like, damn, she took a rough, I took a rough path, but she took a rough path because she's going to have a full-blown ego identity collapse. She's going to have to come to some hard truth. I don't think she married the right person, bro. I hate to say it, but I'm like, something has changed in her. I've discussed this with other people on here, actually, who followed her and have the same feelings. That something has changed within her, and now officially I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'm done with her. I don't follow her on this platform, but I still will follow her on YouTube just for observatory, purposes, but I don't take anything she says anymore at all. I know now I've surpassed where she's at, because I can see where she's wounded and where I'm not wounded. That's the thing about healing and pain and stuff. God's like, see what pain does? It gives you perspective. It gives you understanding. It gives you a deeper depth of people so that you don't come on here and dismiss 100,000 fucking people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Because she hasn't had as much pain in her life, she doesn't understand the repercussions of what she's doing. And that's what makes me really sad. The thing I'm most angry about is not her, but the people who are following her, who believe her, who might believe her, who might, who are holding on to these beliefs so it just makes me really sad when I see stuff like this, where it's like, of all times to do it right now, it's like that's the worst thing to do, because people like hold on to this is like my hope. This is what I hold on to, and like even from a neurological standpoint, even if you don't believe these things, it's helping you rewire your brain into at least something right now, because it's so bleak and hopeless. And she's gonna come on here and be like, yeah, just be more bleak and hopeless and take all the fun and magic out of life, basically. Oh my God, gee, you're just a fucking ray of sunshine, aren't you? And that's why I don't like her, because she sits on this high horse of she knows everything, and everybody else who has an opinion different than hers is wrong and stupid and now in psychosis. I'm like, it's insane how a creator that once, again, and like then she went to shit on Bashar. And she's like, Bashar with his Hawaiian shirts, they're all just like introductory people into spirituality. Like, and I'm like, that's really funny, because actually you're the introductory one to spirituality. Bashar is channeling from the 12th dimension. He's helped millions of people. He's helped me. He's helped so many people. And now, after his predictions have been accurate, you're going to come out and say that he like leads people into psychosis, basically. Again, she didn't say it in those words, but she did allude to the fact that she might have been in spiritual psychosis when she believed all these things. And it's like, yeah, who's telling you that? Your fucking husband? Does he pay for your fucking life? Why are you fucking submitting like a fucking little trad wife? That's what I feel. That's totally how I feel. And I'm like, you are such a pick-me. She's a pick-me girl. It's like, have a fucking backbone. Don't fucking marry a man that's gonna fucking make you change your beliefs. Like, but again, you have to learn that lesson. So if she hasn't learned that lesson yet, it's hard. It's hard for me to watch people have to like learn these harsh lessons that I've already learned. So I am just and she's 38, and it's like, I'm 30. It's like, well, now I understand God. Every day he like makes me understand like why he sent me on the fast track and why my life was so fucking horrible and miserable. So I could feel all this pain, so I could learn all these lessons now, soon, before I even meet my husband. So I am very grateful to God for that, because my husband's I will have a husband someday. I know I'm going to be in a divine union. So it's not like I'm like, completely decenter men. I'm not, again, I'm in a dualistic mind state. I'm not just going to sit here and like be like, all men are horrible. I know there's good men out there. It's just like finding the exact one for me might take me till I'm fucking 90 years old. But that's what I'm saying. Like, don't fucking settle. Like, I'm willing to still be in hell than be with a man that I know isn't right for me. Because that's why I came here. So I could get away from a man who was like good enough, but also shit on me and my beliefs and would cause arguments and like crazy shit. And so it make me feel crazy and all these like things. And it's like, okay, well, I'm watching her have to convince herself of these things so she can stay safe in her marriage or whatever it is. It has to be her marriage. That's the only thing that makes sense, because all her friends and everything that surround her, and then she came on here and said, I don't know how I believe in channeling. I'm like, yeah, because you can't channel. Because you don't channel. That's not your spiritual gift. So, of course, you're jealous of it. So then you have to come shit on it. Like, I can see right through her. That's the thing about her, is like, There's people like me, again, and she doesn't even realize like what she has said. But one day God will give me the opportunity to sit her down face to face and tell her that she's a big fat fucking ego, just like fucking Donald Trump. She's a narcissist. She denies people's realities. Like I said, again, she's denying people their ability to believe in these things when she's the one who led them down the path. And the responsible thing is to say, hey, look, my beliefs have changed, but if you still believe that, that's totally chill. That's what I do. You know, if I evolve or I change, or I'll explain why my beliefs have changed, like what it was before to now how it is. But also you have to be very understanding towards people. So again, it's weird because I do feel like she's part of the Galactic Council. She does channel in some sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything is technically channeling. She talks about that, which I do agree with, but there's also a dualistic state to that where it's like, no, some people actually channel interdimensional information. Some people channel like people's loved ones. Like there is different channeling. So that's why I'm so sick of the spiritual community globbing everybody together. And that's exactly what she's done. And this is the other thing is people who take D-rugs think they're these spiritual fucking gurus now. Like that they, just because they've taken ayahuasca, they know all the answers now. And it's like, bro, I've never taken ayahuasca and I clearly have matured past her. So that's what I'm saying. Psychedelics doesn't mean you're some like fucking genius now that knows all the answers. And just because Mother Gaia or Mother Ayahuasca came to tell you that we're all God doesn't mean that there's not a dualistic state that we have to live within a reality where we're all also individuals, that God created us individually on purpose with the specific unique gifts so we could all collaborate and come together. Because if we were all the same, there'd be no purpose to even existing. It makes me mad. It makes me angry because I find this grossly irresponsible. I find this grossly negligent. I find it narcissistic. I find it horrifying. It's like set something off in me. It has set something off in me to watch somebody this big, you know, retract all her beliefs. And I do feel like it's influenced by a man. She's male-centered. So that's what I'm saying. You guys have to be very careful. That they've deconstructed their beliefs. I've already set out my rules for my man, how he will show up for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what you got to do. You got to have a set of rules, you know, and stick to them. And if they don't fucking follow your standards, even if your standards are like so fucking high, oh well, be alone. What's so wrong with being alone? We have vibrators now as women. We have no reason to be with men. We have literally no reason to, I mean, yes, obviously financially and shit, but they better be fucking spiritual, and at least for me. Some women out there don't have any. If you're financially independent, you have no reason to be with a man. So he better meet every one of your fucking standards. That's what I have to say to women. Because this is what happens when you center male again. You go right back into trad wife oppression. Because you have to convince yourself to keep yourself safe within the mistake that you've just put yourself in. And she's going to hate me for this. But sorry, girlfriend, this is my gift. I can read you like a fucking violin. This is my spiritual gift. My spiritual gift is collapsing people's egos, actually. That is that's all I've done. I'm the tower moment for everybody, including spiritual people. And people don't like that. People really don't like that, I've learned. And I used to take it personally. This is what I did to everybody. I would see through them. I'm like, you are not living authentically or in alignment. Even though I didn't know that's what I was doing to people. You know, I'm like, you're being a fucking hypocrite. You need to cohere your fucking beliefs. And it's not even like I'm not a hypocrite sometimes. I think some of the things I say contradict once in a while or one of those things. But it's also like I will take accountability for that. That's all you do. You take accountability. And also you have to allow people, you have to be very cognizant. That's why I'm like, if you want to be a new earth leader, learn from JK Ultra. She's not one right now. She's a long way to go. She wants to be a new earth leader. There's certain qualities you have to have. And holding people dualistically and not dismissing other people's realities and getting all the narcissism out of you and getting all the matrix out of you, that's part of it, bro. So it's been sad because I have felt like she kind of was a new earth leader, and now I feel like she's really fallen far behind. Very far behind. A lot of spiritual people, but she has one of the bigger platforms. So that's what I want to say. Numbers don't mean shit. This is not a numbers game. This is a soul and a mind game. You need to pay attention to what people are saying. And if they're dismissing your reality, leave them. Go. That's what God is challenging us right now, to get solid in our own realities. Just makes me sad. So don't listen to her, people, and stop following her. I mean, unless you want to for observatory purposes like me. I'm not going to follow her on this platform, but I follow thine enemies. That's what I do to keep ahead and to observe, see what's going on. Sad stuff.